welcome back. It's Susie Sunshine. We out here living our best lives wearing sketty straps in the middle of winter in upstate New York. It's a chilly 30 something degrees outside. Actually, I would beg to differ. It's probably like 20 something degrees. It's way cold outside, not worth going out. But the heat's cranked up in here because I've got a kid. Living my best life. Um, Welcome back. It's been a while. I do have a toddler. That makes things just a little difficult. But it's all good. I love her to pieces, and she's calm and quiet now, which is a rarity for this mama. So I'm very excited to be filming again. Alright, here we go. So I wanted to do a video today to talk to you a little bit about raves and how they kind of got started. I myself still feel like a noob. I've been going for 5 years now, since 2015. My first rave was EDC New York, and I really wish they would bring it back because it's right around the corner. So I wrote myself a little cheat sheet that I'm going to be referencing. But raves started in the 80s with house music. They were underground. They were really spread by word of mouth, more in, I believe, Europe than out here. They were part of like a neo-hippie movement. They were sounds of the 80s met ideals of the 60s. And I just think that all of this is quite interesting. To be honest, I think that to know where we started, to know where we are now, is just cool stuff. There was a DJ named DJ Frankie Bones, who was very big in New York City. Peace, love, unity, and respect. And he made an acronym of it. And he uses it a lot, or he used it a lot in promoting what he does, which I think is super, because that's pretty much the way of life, I think, for any raver who has been raving since the 90s, 80s time. I think a lot of new people are just young kids coming in and they don't really know much about Plur, but I think that it's our job to kind of keep it moving, to keep it going forward. I heard about it through trading candy, which has been like huge for me. So every festival I make lots of candy, more than I can really manage in a carry-on. I love trading it with people. Trading candy is when you do the peace, love, I can't really do it by myself, unity and respect, and then you trade bracelets. And it's probably the best part, because you make connections with people and they're memories to take home with you. You use giant pony beads and elastic string. I probably should have candy out to show you. I'll get some and then I'll put it in here. I said I would insert a clip of candy. This is some of my candy. This is most of the stuff that, some of it I've made. Some I just can't trade. This was my first candy trade at EDC New York. It says I Heart Acid. This was in 2015. I got back to the hotel and I was like, I don't approve of her life choices, but I'll remember this forever. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I have an Izu. This one my grandmother made. It says Focus. She worked really hard on it. And then the U was upside down and she was pissed. So this is candy. It's life. Trade it, love it. The festy bestie who got me into raving made me this. And I love it because it's daisies. Oh, and I got this one last year and I was so excited to receive it. It's got a perler heart on it. So cool. The best. It's fun. I love it. You should do it. Yeah, I can see it. But yeah, I think that that's just a short, abridged version of the history of festivals. They are now huge. They are now worldwide. They are growing and gaining popularity each year. I myself am going to EDC Las Vegas. Now with a toddler, I can only do one festival a year. Vegas was it. So next year I hope to go to Electric Forest. And yeah, I'm stoked. So I've been packing, and I'd like to film a packing video for you guys to show you how to be extra and pack light. This girl does not typically travel on her own. I will be doing so this year for the first time. So I would like only to take a carry-on personal item and fanny pack, so that way I don't have to worry about checking a bag and all of that. So hopefully a video to come of me packing light, but still being extra, maintaining my obnoxious needs for, I don't know, 4 outfits a day. I mean, I don't know why, but we're just going to do it, right? So that'll be a video to come. I started going to festivals in 2015, and I was using drugs and alcohol at the time. I think that this is important to know. I am now 4 years sober, and I think that first festival, and I believe I mentioned this before, I had a really good time. I made a lot of memories. It really showed me that there is a life beyond what I was living, that there was a place where peace, love, and unity and respect existed. It was like a modern day Woodstock, and festivals, festival clothing more specifically, is life. Music is life, and just to go be with people who are like-minded and want to just have a good time and just explore the world and be creative and just make connections is huge. And that was just incredible to become a part of that community. I then later that year got sober. I realized that I was out of control. Not that I was maybe doing it a certain number of times that one would consider it out of control, but I recognized for me that the feelings associated with using were not right, were not appropriate. It was not social, it was not for fun, it was to not feel what I was feeling. So I'm really grateful that I came to a place where I could recognize that, where I could make a conscious decision to stop. I had a moment of clarity, really, because once you're in that dependent cycle, it's hard to just have a vision of outside yourself. So I'm grateful that I did, and I've been back to EDC New York, sober, and Moonrise, Mysteryland, EDC Las Vegas. I have high hopes, EZU, of getting to Electric Forest this next year, actually, 2021, because I didn't budget right in 2020. There's not enough funds to do 2 festivals. Not when you have to travel from upstate New York. It just doesn't work, and I have a kid, So, 2021, Electric Forest. 2020, EDC Las Vegas. So stoked. But I think that it's important to know that you don't need to use in order to have a good time at the festival. I thought getting sober that I was not going to have fun anymore, that life was going to be boring, that there wasn't going to be, it was just going to be monotonous, and it was going to be flat and dull, and that's absolutely not the case. I have never felt so comfortable in my own skin, so confident in myself, in life, in the fact that there's hope and that we recover and that you can just do so much, and to not have a hangover, to not be terrified of getting in trouble for doing drugs, because that was huge. I was like, I don't know why, such a scaredy cat. I was like, I don't want to get caught. Like, this is cool, let's do it, but let's not get caught. And that was like anxiety producing for me. So to know that I could go have a good time, not get hungover, not get dehydrated, not get in trouble, and remember everything and have a fucking time of my life, was really where it's at. And I'm just so glad that I'm able to be in this place now. And I found my people among my people. Within the festival, I found a sober community. which blew my mind. I discovered them last year. They are specific to the Insomniac festivals, and they're just a group of like-minded people who don't use, and it's truly an incredible experience to have met them and had the chance to connect and interact with them, um, and to know that there's a safe place to go where you can just be yourself and not have to worry about judgment. And honestly, in the festival, I don't feel that there's ever judgment really. Um, I think that there are some newcomers, like the younger kids coming in, that maybe don't have as much respect for people per se. Like they don't have the plur vibes. Um, but I don't necessarily feel judgment. I don't feel uncomfortable. I consider myself to be a plus size. I guess I am a plus size. I don't consider myself plus size. Let's get that straight. I like what's going on. um, but by society standards, I'm plus size. I'm on the bigger side. And well, I wear what I want and I feel confident and comfortable, and I don't feel that there's any bias against that. And that you can just be who you are. You can wear space buns or not wear space buns. You can wear spaghetti straps and short shorts. You could wear pasties, just pasties, or maybe not pasties. Like it's just an incredible experience to be able to do and feel free, do what you want, and to feel free and to feel accepted, and then to vibe with the music and the people. It's truly inspiring, and something that I don't foresee myself stopping. I can already see my child getting into the music and the costumes and all that good stuff. So it's exciting, very exciting. I have a little rave babes